Howdy folks, and welcome back to Small Firearm Guys Show. Today we're going to go ahead and show you how to do the oil change on a Kubota SVL75-2. We've got 50 hours on it, so we're doing the first 50-hour initial oil change. So we'll go ahead and we'll show you all the steps needed to do that, and then along with all the bolt sizes and everything. Okay, so now we're at the rear of the machine. We're going to go ahead and open the door. That's just a push lever. Open this up and lift this up out of the way. And then we're going to climb underneath. We can do most of this underneath. We're going to climb underneath. We're going to pull the plates off that cover up the oil filter and the oil drain plug. Alright, now that we're underneath the machine, we're going to take out these 4 bolts here, and then we're going to go ahead and take out these 2 bolts. They are 11/16 size, so you can just break these things loose. They're not in there they're not on very tight, but we'll just break them loose. And we'll come back at you once we got the plate off. Okay, so I loosened the ones to the 2 towards the front, and then you want to take the back 2 out, and then actually this plate just slides forward and will drop down. Be careful, it is pretty heavy. And now we've got the bottom of the engine exposed. Here is your drain plug. And I'll get the size for you guys, and we'll start back up at that point. Actually, first we're going to take this cover off too. We're going to get all the covers taken off. Okay, this little cover, the bolts are the same size, 11/16. So just go ahead and take those off while you're under here. We already got this one taken off, and then we're going to go ahead and get the oil drained. So you can just take and just turn this one out of the way. And it's still a little bit dirty. I did wash this, but obviously not very well. So that allows us to see the oil filter. Not that we're going to be able to get a wrench out on there, but at least we can see what we're doing. Okay, so right here is the oil plug. We're still underneath the engine, so right here is the oil plug. So that's a 7/8 inch socket, and I've already pre-loosened mine just so I can get this on video for you guys. But you're gonna want to put your oil pan on underneath here, and then we're just gonna make sure it's somewhat centered so when it pours out we're good. We're gonna just like I said, I pre-loosened mine. They're actually on there pretty good, so you want to make sure they're pretty snug. So here it starts. So for 50 hours, this is already some pretty black oil. Alright, so we're just draining it into our pan. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we'll wipe this off, and I'll come back at you when I'm reinstalling it. Alright, so I've still got the oil draining underneath, but we're going to go ahead and tip this radiator out and roll it forward so we can access the oil filter, which is back there. So first thing we need, they're 3/4 inch bolts. We got 1, 2, and the third one over here. So we're gonna go ahead and just take these out, and they're not in there very tight. So take these out. This is like the world's longest bolt. Got that bolt out. We'll just set those bolts right on the frame here. And then we got that third bolt over here. Alright, so now get the bolts out of the way, get the wrench out of the way, and then up top here, this radiator hose, we want to slip it out of its holder here, because then the radiator can now roll forward. So we want to grab onto it and just will come rolling on out of the way. And then we can tilt. And then it should just tilt on down. Push it back and tilt it on out. So now we can get to the oil filter, which is right down here. So we'll have to break that loose, but I'll go ahead and get a pan under here so I don't drip any oil on the inside, and then come back at you. Alright, so now that we're just down to a drip, we're just going to wipe this off and go ahead and thread this thing back in and snug it up. And something to note, there is a little washer on that drain plug. It has a little rubber gasket in there, so you don't want to lose that. So since I don't like oil all over my stuff, we're going to pry that off to the best of our abilities, and then we're going to take and find my wrench wherever it went, put our socket on there, and get this thing tightened back up. So you don't want to over tighten them, but you want them pretty snug. Alright, so now that she's snug, now we can put this plate back on. We should be good to go. Okay, so right here's your oil filter. You can see ours is a little scuffed up. From the factory, they are on there pretty tight, so we ended up having to come through the bottom hole where we drain the oil with a monkey wrench to break it loose, but then now that it's loose, just go ahead, we're going to unscrew that. I've got a little container in here to catch any extra oil, so we'll go ahead and do that. So oil will run down the filter, so my hands are all oily, so just be aware of that. You can wear gloves if you ultimately want. So then grab your oil filter, let it drain out, and there's a good amount of stuff draining. So now that we got the oil filter off, I'm just going to let a little bit of that drain out, wipe it up, and then go ahead. We're going to oil the O-ring on top of the new one and reinstall it. Okay, so I just grabbed some old used oil, which still looks pretty clean, but we're going to oil this O-ring here. And I know people say you're supposed to use new oil, but I haven't cracked into it yet, so we're just going to use the old stuff. It all does the trick, just get the O-ring wet. Okay. Alright, so go ahead and reinstall it. I filled my oil filter up, so because you need 2.6 gallons, so I got a 2.5 gallon container, then a 1 gallon container, and 0.6 is basically in your oil filter, so just fill that up, and then we'll go ahead and screw it back on. And we're going to go tight, and then we'll go plus a little tight, and then a little bit past tight, so we'll grab a wrench and tighten that up. Alright, so now that we have everything buttoned up, all we're going to do is we're going to just tilt the radiator forward, and just push it in. Push the radiator in, grab our hose, slide it back into place, and then go ahead and put our 3 bolts back in, and we will tighten those up. And then you can go ahead on the bottom and replace and put the shields back in place. And we'll tighten these down with the wrench still. And then we'll go ahead and put the oil in. Alright, so go ahead and get it. You're going to want a funnel. And then you're going to take and dump the whole 2.5 gallons in. Alright guys, and with that, we just got the oil filled in, so the next step would be to start it, let it through, double check your level on the dipstick. I can assume you guys can figure that out, but with that, that's how you do an oil change on an SVL75-2. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, please comment, like, and subscribe.